go Aaron. Let's go Zekid.
Many or just have them stack as much.
I don't have audio the whole time.
Need a little more of a mind.
I thought I had audio the whole time there.
Where you're going to be putting them down to create that disadvantage for your opponent. Seeing while they're locking it in, 10's on that jet, and we are going.
Besides T1, what other teams do you actually root for?
A lot of what this game comes down.
I don't know.
To.
I root for good matches.
Come down to that
That's
race.
Pretty much it.
For these two shooters, they have such an impact on the game, Doug, and it's amazing to see once they get that in their hands.
Again, Xset is going to be starting on the attacking side. They had an 8-4 lead at half the last time they played on their respective sides, so we'll see how things pan out this time around. Defensively for Sentinels, it looks like we're just going to spread things out at the 50-yard line. We're going to see an investment of a dart towards a long
Why did
control.
Zom stop playing Astra?
See how Xset likes to
I don't know.
off of that.
I guess they thought the nerf was significant enough to stop playing him. But I disagree. I think I seriously think Omen blows. I don't believe him as a good pick in the pool ever. I think just people are comfortable on him, and you want to do what's comfortable. But in my opinion, you should do what's best, not what's comfortable.
What they can, take efficient space.
One side of your headset's pulled up more than the other, and it pisses me off. Oh, that's shitty.
Start gathering their members together.
That's just how I wear my headsets. One side's always lower than the other.
Ties the ult orbs into BCJ at the beginning of the map. This time it went into Zekin. Take a look at how Sick has already taken C-Long control. The paranoia is coming out from Zoms as they try to get
oh, that was such a good dart. Holy shit.
Health, not able to get anything more, but there's Dapper. You mentioned it earlier. The frenzy coming up big as Dapper gets two. Zoms gets one as well.
Oh my god.
Zekin gets cleaned up. Sentinels win the pistol.
That's big. They still had flank from Sick there. If anything went wrong, Sentinel's feeling very good on that pistol. Can rinse and repeat for the next few rounds here. And a lot of times on these rounds, as they come through, we'll see that 10s will look for those eco frags. The faster 10s can get to his ult, the faster they can start to control even more about this match.
Absolutely. I think you are absolutely right. For
Xset
this time around, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting much of a force. We are leaning a good bit towards C. I mentioned it in the previous round, but keep an eye on who gets fed these ultimate orbs.
Yeah.
That says a lot about how they want to prioritize their gameplay. They're already posted up down too long. Hasn't been picked up yet. And Zoms, they're playing with them.
Why do you go so wide?
That's big.
Just rocked out to start there. Quite a bit of damage done to the entire team. Sick again pushed. Once down long C, once out of garage. He backs up with the pressure and knowledge of Dapper in that window side. Or, I'm sorry, Aaron in that window side. Shazam holding patiently. Look how active Sentinels are right now and changing positions, moving, understanding that anybody or anything can be under pressure, but they're covering it here just for this eco.
Tripwire destroyed.
Very good call. Also worth noting, 10s did buy up to a Bulldog. We're seeing that kind of get a lot more love with the recent economy changes, but Dapper slowly working his way around the side.
Wow, they heard him. Holy shit, what a round.
Hill onto him, but Shazam cleaning things up.
That was almost so close for Xset. And they didn't really buy anything. I think they had like a sheriff.
Dapper.
Not bad.
A few rebuys coming through on the side of Sentinels there. So Xset efficiently getting themselves to a different site and taking a few more down. Still without the plant to start, though. Let's see how we handle this one coming through. As we can see, the frags are on the board. Who's been accruing a few alt points to start off as we are into round 3. And we do have a few more Phantoms coming through. The Bulldog there for 10s looks like the operator in the future with that low buy.
Zekin 1 point away from having Seekers online. Aaron just around the corner as well, but no fight for long control towards C. It actually looks like they want to turn their attention towards A. So both Pure and Zekin have taken aggressive spots.
How are you guys still getting ads? Those ads were rolled so long ago.
And I mean, really, A lobby control as well, because
they were rolled so long ago.
Sentinels can use right now Shazam's drone to get some space, but that's all they're getting.
Controlling mid with the camera right now from Aaron. And it looks like Sentinels obviously hold off on the pushes they were doing rounds before. They want to feel out how aggressive Xset actually wants to be. And like I said, Xset does very well with mid-round information. Right now, they're being denied everything from the side of Sentinels.
I've had 16 before. Oh my god, I love that. You've had 16 ads?
Right, so
that's great.
Fast acting hit here.
Ooh.
They want to get back behind.
They don't know the first one, though.
It could be an
Ah.
Yeah,
Nobody's in heaven,
very
but
well maybe the call because Xset has gotten onto A pretty effortlessly, and it was a pretty telltale call as soon as you saw both those Astra smokes come through. The shock darts are trying to push Def off.
I mean, ads are a
Does manage to
simple
get the spike
solution.
down. Dapper up in heaven,
Turbo,
waiting
subscribe,
for his teammates to show up. You've got tens, you've got Zoms, you've got
or just
everyone
wait.
coming back around. You expect to see a
Or
high
leave
hit
and come
from
back.
Sick. And then the curves to flash through. The paranoia is going to come out as well. 10 dashes in. BCJ does get one, excuse me, as Def gets one as well. Xset seem to be able to hold fast. They do not give up a single inch, Riv.
One of the things that Xset has been able to do to scratch at that armor that Sentinels has been so strong at is retaking. They set up their own retake of the site. Right? It's always about attacking. Yeah, you're trying to defend there, but Xset get in such an offensive type of position when they do that type of defense that it's hard for Sentinels to find their regular retake. You're trying to get in with a bit of blind, but
I love it. You're buddy hungry.
Fewer in the site or fewer out of the site.
Oh,
so you're
boy.
never quite sure
Oh, boy.
which angle you have to take, and that's I think
I
where we
actually-
saw Xset grabbing Sentinels off guard.
God, the
first
little
time.
you know.
Sentinels
Oh, man.
come in, double check.
I could have
angles,
been.
not have the right one.
Could have
Xset
been.
Flourishes in
Looking like a Garage C split this time around. Zekin does have the
When it came to
online.
renegotiations and negotiations, I definitely could have been. But I wanted to be nice for you guys. You know what? Next time, maybe I won't be so nice. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll negotiate higher ads. You know?
Ooh,
Maybe I'll
Def
negotiate for
almost
some more
fired into
ads.
his head there, but
See
he
how you like
comes up
more,
with
huh?
it. As we
I
are
tried you
now
guys. I tried to
forward
get you guys the
spike plan
lowest
as we look
possible
back.
amount. I got you a nice low amount of
Sentinels
ads.
should just be saving up here, not a problem.
I'll get more next
For
time
last few
on my
fights outside
renegotiation.
here
We'll
on
go higher.
Class, and
We'll go higher.
rotates over around mid.
We'll go higher.
Xset, I like the fact that they'll
Then
put
we'll see.
pressure on around when they know they need to. You can't be afraid when you're playing against Sentinels because they will take every inch away from you, and they will just start hitting sheriff shots around the board.
You wouldn't dare. You wouldn't dare. No, I myself am not a huge fan of running a lot of ads either. But I did push to lose money for lower amounts of ads. But regardless, this nature and this world that we live in right now, ads are there. Ads will be there, right? So I pushed for less ads. I got less ads. Happy with it. I didn't want to do more because I'm not a huge fan of running ads. I always forget anyway.
Start from Xset.
So you got tens with an op. He's been blinded and smoked off, so he's not going to get a decent sight line down A long. And because that's there, they can't really pull off of A, right? There's no knowledge of what's being pushed behind that smoke, so they have to hold fast. So you see Shao sticking around on A as well. But for Xset, it looks like they want to turn their attention over towards C. They have a couple of ultimates. Here comes the Cosmic Divide. The thing is, you've got to deal with Sick. Zoms has been given away. The Gravity Well is going to push him off as well. They're Sick. He gets flashed up. You've got a couple.
Oh, they're set up so well for the Sentinels about to own them. Okay. A little bit of a whiff from Zoms Nation.
Well, Sick is still alive, and the spike hasn't made it on. Riv, they may rotate off. Okay, Zekin getting control there could be the difference maker. You've got Tens and Shazam both slowly creeping their way forward, but Aaron should get every bit of info, and with 50 seconds left, yeah, they can flip it.
What a chaotic little start to this round. It's always a dice roll when you have that many people.
It's not a dice roll. That was not a dice roll. That was very heavily favored for Sentinels to win that.
They
just
are
missed their
not
chance.
leaving anything up to chance here. And then they just use the uplink to know exactly where they're going to be finding tens. A 3v1 with the operator is likely. And we'll see if he keeps chances on the board with the first shot here.
And he is 1 point away from getting the Blade Storm online. So he could make some magic happen. Not going to spawn anyone on the first 50. Going to get cleaned up as well. Riv, you talked about Def and his mid-round calls.
Zoms has to stop buying the Vandal. It literally lost him that round. He had a freebie. He had a freebie right there. Right there is a free kill.
But not how to attack that threat. you run away to fight another day.
Well played by
Because there
Xset.
was a lot of chaos
but yeah,
going
Sentinels
in
should have won
on
that round.
site. Zekin does drop that last member. of Sentinels in sight, but there's no reason to figure out if they have rotated. You reset, you have power in numbers, and easy frag gets them uplink for A-Ren, and they're just playing it very smart. That's that mid-round call we were mentioning. Round 6 here coming in. Looks like they may try to go fast towards A, but we do see Bladestorm is up now, and they just stand there for a quick photo from Tens.
Gonna keep it online. He did get tagged up. He's only down to 40 health. Shazam's down to 0 health. As Tens is looking for more. And Pure is able to snatch him right out of the sky. Dapper's gonna drop as well. It was just light buys, the Bladestorm being the one exception on the side of Sentinels, but Xset have firm control of the site. You've got Sick and Zombs who are now gonna start to try to work their way up. Sick is in a decent spot, but now he's been smoked off as well. Has a curveball. He could certainly drop out of the smoke and try to make some nonsense happen, but it's a tough situation to be in.
And they know where to look. Flank protection. They have the Cypher traps and the camera right behind them, checking down short.
They're just going to try to get exits or whatever, try to get a kill.
They all look towards entry of A. And it looks like they're going to be able to hold off here, so causing Sentinels to do a bit of a save. Nice shot by Sick. You cannot let that happen. Zekin. Def does drop back and get a little retribution on that frag. But it looks like more exits for Zom will be what's on the menu. He gives himself up here. It looks like he wants to draw the fight. I like this.
Oh, they may have to deal with this. Yeah, they're starting to move up. Zom's not able to get any
He's just bopping around.
So
oh, that's such a tilter, man.
Should be able to buy in
that should be a free kill, but he's jumping around.
More of a position of strength, but a great start from Xset so far.
Every match is going to be different, but we did see, and you mentioned the 3 rounds to Sentinels. The first
you have custom skates on your mouse, Shroudy? No, I've never done that. I've never had custom skates on any of my mice, no.
Then it was a back and forth round, and Xset took the entirety of the attacking half, and mostly with frag rounds. Spike didn't need to be planted on those, so Xset loving the aggressive play. Maybe off of Sentinels pushing. We'll see if they continue to go off what is kind of mid-round strategies right now, but Sentinels leaving most of their players back. Sick not advancing in mid or long C yet since the beginning rounds.
Holy shit, Tens is confident that they're not coming short. Look at where he is with that op. Holy, wow.
Yeah, he's worked his way up nice and cozy.
That's so crazy.
With that op that we just mentioned.
This is really good for Sentinels. They have the info. He's holding all of A main. They are not coming A for sure. They can stack BC.
That time it was the drone, but he's
J.
Up here, and it looks like they want to work their way towards B. Just keep an eye on where Tens is.
Are you not a fan of modding a mouse, Shroud? No, I'm not.
Checking in the site. Everyone outside. And they just get the creep in.
Wow.
Space is given. Shazam goes down. And they were hoping that Xset was going to use something kind of...
Oh my god.
Utility that would have let them know it's safer to go in, and Xset
oh my god.
Right in to start this one off, though.
Oh my god, he's running. Oh my god, they're getting owned. Holy shit. That was so, that was just lame to watch.
Dougie, this is some impressive stuff right now. We still have a lot of games to play. And anything can happen within this. There's an operator not going down. I thought Tens was going to be able to snag that one up for himself, but Pure finds the frag. 5-2.
I don't, dude, every time Tens gets an op, he's always A. I want to see him op like, I mean, he's done it a couple times, right? Where he ops mid, or he ops through garage, or he ops long C or something. But more often than not, I swear Tens ops A.
Dismantling of the defense here. Def able to get around them. The distraction they're causing in B.
Guess we'll see.
And a good little jet-on-jet action to end that one off here. As we head into our
we'll see what happens the rest of this half. We'll see if he opts A again.
Participating in the frags this game for both teams.
See how things play out here. It looks like a lighter buy. Yeah, for Sentinels, they're not going to have a ton to work with. You see Shazam is going to get one step closer to having that Hunter's Fury online, while BCJ has his as well. Make a little noise happen towards C. Yeah, Tens again taking that aggressive space. This time not with the op.
How did Chaz die there? They worked up long B and they got a pick into A link. They were where these squids are right now, and they picked into A link.
A lot happening there. Tens. Looks like he was either able to blast or get through that trap, so they know he's flanking around right now.
Oh my god.
Xset is up towards
they cannot miss.
Now they turn around. That's going to be BCJ checking for Tens, takes him down right away. And again towards B. Xset liking this strategy, holding it very well too.
That garage alert.
B kind of be tough to hold. A lot of utility comes in, especially if the other team has a Sova. You're found out wherever you're hiding behind the smokes. But now they're chasing the Sova down. It's Hunt the Sova. Zekin's able to get that with the shorty, and Shazam takes Pure before he goes. But Xset is making their agency here.
Is WO3?
Season in the grand finals, known to start things off.
Yeah, that's got to be.
Oh my God, it's BO5.
See, right? You drop
Oh my
recon dart,
goodness.
You got 4 people hanging around the corner. Coming at
I want
you,
to see
a terrifying
Breeze.
sight.
Breeze
That's
with
really
these
kinda
guys
been
would
the
be
case
fun.
with Sentinels this entire half, right? Like Xset, 6
I feel like
rounds in
Xset's
a
going to be pretty
row.
good
You
on
touched
Breeze
how
just because of what they like to
effective are on
pick
getting onto the plate,
character-wise.
controlling it, which can often be a bit of like a 50-50 chaos fight to control the extremities of that site, but it's been all Xset this time around.
I like what Sentinels is starting to do. They
A
want to
pointless BO5 Omega lol. I mean, it is pointless, but
move from spot to spot. Just go.
I don't know.
default,
Bragging
take a
rights,
shot move, take a shot
a
move.
little extra money in your
Xset,
pocket,
walk around it.
seeding.
It's gonna be C this time.
But yeah,
They
you're
are
right.
walking
It's not
right
like a
into
big deal.
Dapper,
This match
so
isn't a big
hopefully
deal.
you
It's
slow
not like
down
high
for
stakes,
Sentinels to
really.
get back for their
More for fun.
patented retake.
Practice.
Looking at entry things with the Hunter's Fury, waiting for another. No, Pure got in around him. Dapper gets cleaned up. The Blade Storm comes on through. Aaron's in a great spot. The swing, the tripwire is there to cause problems as well.
Dude, they're throwing Xset. What are you guys doing? Relax.
Does clean up Depth,
Jesus.
leaving things in
Great
3v2 in favor of
They had such a in a 4v3 right there, and then they turned it into a 3v2 because they double push spawn.
Aaron has control of Garage, so they have a decent spot here, but the thing is, you're going to have to take the fight to BCJ.
Oh, nice shot. Okay. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. Steady. Skadoodle. Huge alert. Oh my God. Oh my God.
That was going down. Again,
It's too easy, really.
Garage, BCJ narrowly missing. Shazam's in a sandwich.
It's too
Not
easy
a good
for
one,
him.
no, as Aaron gets a 3rd on the round. Great round from him to get Xset to 7.
Never a round without pressure so far from Xset.
Yep.
Everything seems like such a task right now for Sentinels to find a way around these strategies. Back in, Aaron getting there immediately, setting up a trap for Garage. BCJ, we mentioned him in the pregame along with Pure, has been putting up shots. And it just seems like Sentinels are working from behind here on each one of these rounds. And Xset is painting the picture of their last matchup here, taking all the consecutive final rounds of their attacking side. If they can still do it, they only have 3 more to go.
Do you think Riot should change the weapon recoils to a consistent one? The weapon recoil is good. It's really good.
Oh my goodness. Excellent shot from Tense to clean up Def. It does get traded out, but
I think it's the highlight of the game, in my opinion.
They are walking to Cypher Util, though.
It's got that 1.6 style to it, you know?
Great setup by
I like it.
Sentinels here to shut this one down, but Sick
I just don't like the maps. Some of the maps are good, some of the maps are okay, and some are just awful.
Down, they get into the site and they try to trade. Now jumping around, Dapper's off his footing there, and Pure is able to drop him after the tailwind. And again, an instant attack going in onto Sentinels, knowing that they were a little bleeding in that, a little bloody in that round from the econ. And Xset is just continuously pushing the envelope here against Sentinels in our first half of Haven. It's a best of 5. I cannot wait to see what starts to happen. Sentinels always a team to start to read, play differently.
Jordan Fisher, thank you for the resub.
We saw swings
Thank
on
you.
Icebox come back to a close.
He's talking about spray control. I know. I like how this game does their spray control. I like it.
So
This game is more about steady taps and steady bursts. The second you've decided to spray, you've already lost. I love that. It's mental fucking warfare. I love it.
At least the sight line in favor of Xset down a long. They can work towards short.
It's hard,
as well, but it looks
and
like
that's
they're
probably why
actually
people don't like it, because it's hard. But I think it's
coming
great.
up as well. See how things play out.
Where's this ult? Okay, so they cut the back
This is a
of...
fake Rev.
That's a weird ult. I don't understand what the point of that ult
Such an
is.
interesting cosmic divide, because it makes you think whether you want to stand in front of it or behind it. If you're behind it too long, people are coming in the sight, so you're always messing with your opponent's initial hold spot. What a cosmic divide to start things off as the shuffle happens. Sentinels don't seem to be too off their footing on this, and Dapper comes up with a few as Shazam helps.
The neural theft comes through as Aaron continues to dance around, sickling and aggressive. The paranoia is going to push him off, but they know exactly where Aaron is getting cooked.
It's not RNG. It's only RNG if you force it to be RNG. Do you not understand the mental warfare of having to burst tap, or when to spray, and when to let go, and when to reset? And, you know, that's the skill of this game. The skill of this game isn't holding mouse 1. No. The skill of this game is having that mental fortitude to know when to tap, when to burst, when to spray, and then when to
be in
reset.
there to win that final duel.
That's important.
Avoid any sort of monkey business. A great
It's awesome,
round for
really.
Sentinels.
Yeah.
In
really
Counter-Strike, you
fast
get too comfy. You
adaptation.
get a
I think
little
that's where
too,
Sentinels
you get a little
as
too
well have
crouch
quite a
spray,
strength in
crab
their
walk,
team. A lot of these
crab
rounds
walk.
we've seen
You get a little too comfy. It's like a
Xset do
crutch, you know?
things
It's like,
that
oh, if
allow
I whiff,
Sentinels
I
to
always
break
got this
defense,
backup.
go
There's none of
around.
that here.
That was
This
all
is like
in the
raw.
same
You
motion.
hit it or you
Sentinels
don't.
are very good at
I like it.
constantly
I like it a
reading
lot.
what's
I just
going
don't like the
on.
maps.
They
The
were
maps
able to
make
play
it
with the flow of
feel
that,
shittier
themselves
because
up
the maps
around
make
in
it
the
feel
fourth.
like
Beautiful here, Doug.
I got to spray, but no, you don't. You know?
Beautiful indeed. We're looking like
That's why Breeze is fun, because you don't even
split
spray
for
ever
Xset
in
this round.
Breeze.
Def has gotten pretty far up. There's an op on the other side. Not going to
Oh.
connect. Here comes the run it back. Kent's good for one with the blade storm. Going
Uh-oh.
up top, looking for the second. Doesn't get it. Continues to hunt, and he doesn't get anything else. Aaron with just 19 health.
All
The
right,
spike isn't
8-4.
down yet. The north left is going to come out as well. BCJ's left alone, and he's going to get cleaned up. You said they desperately needed the fourth Riv, and they got it.
We see the effects of those ultimates too coming through. You know, with 10s not getting.
This game's like 1.6,
You're still
right?
participating. You're not
1.6
yelling at
is
the guy
very
for not getting
similar.
frags, but the
In
ult
1.6,
points
you're
are
kind of
not
you're letting little
where
bursts
they
and taps
should.
go.
So knowing
But the
you can
second
do
you
that
full spray, you've already like
opens
given
up
up
for the
mentally, right?
teams, and
Right.
Sentinels have
It worked,
been
but it didn't
missing
work.
that oomph
Like it
factor.
didn't work
That
consistently.
is
That's how
for
kind of how
some
1.6
you
was
can work
too.
with, a little bit of
It did
padding
work.
as they come
In
into
this
the
game, it
second
does work
half.
too. It just doesn't work
Overall,
all the
Xset
time.
just showing up beautifully to start this grand final series.
Beautifully indeed. And a bit of a deja vu, because again, this is maybe not in the same order, but this was the score that we walked into the second half on last time they played on Haven. Sentinels were able to previously rattle
What's
off the
1.6?
first four, and then Xset ran away with it. We'll see how things play out this
It's
time
like-
around. Attack-wise, looks like they're going to try to
It's like
work
an
towards
older
Garage,
version of
see if they can
Counter-Strike.
poke and prod their way into map control.
This game is kind of based off of it,
Just
right?
not a spike diffuser
Shooting
or
through
exploding
walls
game.
is pretty common in
It's a
1.6.
frag game.
Actually, very
Yeah,
common in
we'd love to
1.6.
see
You can shoot through walls here.
Definitely have the spike
The
plan here,
tagging,
but
when you hit
everything
somebody and they get
just
slowed,
rounding
that was also a
out
1.6
before the
thing.
radiant night goes
Getting
off.
super slowed when you get hit.
Slow movement here for the pistol round of the second
And then the
half.
way recoil feels is actually very
Sentinels
similar to
get
1.6
themselves
as well.
in
So it's like an
a
older
pole
Counter-Strike
position
version, that's
in
all.
mid.
I think it's like, when did 1.6 come out? Like
A
2000?
little bit of a hit on sick
2001?
there, and nobody's pushing up long C
2002?
just yet.
I don't know.
Sentinels
I don't
feels
remember.
comfortable about regrouping with the team now. And let's see what kind of movement we actually get out of Xset. They're moving around the middle of the map. They're like seeing the Sentinels playbook, dash in, plant, dash out. You're not getting to be this round.
No, but it looks like they have left a pretty
Oh,
on
my
my
God.
gosh, Def. That's a heck of a way to start things off. So that severely impedes things, but they're gonna get onto the site anyway. 10 should be able to get the spike down. You're starting to see the remaining members of Xset rotate over. You've got BCJ who's shown up, Pura has shown up as well, but Sick aggressively taking the fight into that cut, denying any sort of entry, and delay things more and more. A great flash, somehow stays alive, doesn't take any damage, looking for more, no. He gets cleaned up at the hands of Pure.
That sucks.
As Xset slowly start to creep their way forward and get more control onto the site. BCJ spot Shazam cleans him up as well as members of Sentinels fall apart. Xset take full control of the site. They get past Sick. They get past the remaining members.
Do you play
and
the
they
new
take
Path of
the
Exile
pistol.
League? Maybe, actually, yeah.
Just,
That comes out in like 2 weeks,
Sentinels
right?
just seem scattered in the defense there. 2 long, 2 sight, 1 under. Nobody was short. Didn't seem like they really were able to get themselves into position before that happened.
I know you guys thought that was a
This
bad
also
play,
didn't
but that was
help.
actually what
So
Six
their
doing here is
defense
good,
is
right?
already
Because
kind of
they're
put
already down
at,
numbers, and he's trying to like
a deficiency
equalize
there, so
that,
it's really tough to actually
equalize the
stop full
situation,
utility
because
coming in
just on
from
paper they're
forward.
gonna lose.
But great
So
job
he's
by
getting into a
Xset
position
once
where he can
again.
hopefully
They
get away
do
with
not
1,
allow that
maybe
padding
2 if he's
to help
lucky.
Sentinels here to start things
He was
off and
close.
keep the pressure
He was
on.
really close to doing it, and if he did it, they could have won the round.
We're rocking
They had nothing
partial
else.
this
That was
time
like their
around.
only
Pistols
play.
across the board for Sentinels.
Maybe in a perfect world they do it with 2
Tense
instead of
have already
1,
been tagged up
but
pretty considerably. Just down
anyway.
to 34 health. Def once again getting the opening frag and gets a
Oh
second
my
one.
word.
Riv, this was something that we're talking about. We didn't get to touch on the stat, but Def, especially on Haven, he went 5-1 in first contact the last time they played. You don't expect that out of an Astra, but Def just seems to make things happen.
True to his role. The smoker smoking people. Zekin gonna come up on
Sentinels
that one.
already going to
Take
Berlin?
down Shazam, but yeah, Def.
no,
I
none of these
mean,
teams are, not yet. They still got one more
he
qualifier
has
to
literally
play.
been the
These 4
keystone
teams,
to what
Envy,
allows Xset
Sentinels,
to use
Xset,
this
and
package
100
correctly
Thieves,
and what they've
they
forced
still got to
out
qualify
against
for
the
Berlin.
easy team.
They qualified
It's
through
a very
this
tough team to
into
get
the
behind,
qualifier for
figure out
Berlin.
What they're doing. We haven't seen Sentinels do it yet on this first map, but there are more to go. That's just one of those days too. If you're on the other end, you're like, all right, I get it. I get it. You're having one of those days. There's a double defuse to get us.
But Sentinels
rounds.
isn't Champions, and Champions is
our third round of the second
this end game, right?
Ten's
Champions.
holding off for the purchase. Let's see what he goes for. Are they just holding off for the purchase?
Looks like we've got
technical.
We'll figure out what's going on. We'll get you guys info as soon as we can possibly get it. But for now, I mean, really, it's been Xset. It's been Xset most of the way, as you can see on the timeline. They were at a loss.
Does the team that win this go to Berlin? No. No. Well, while we're in a technical. These 4 teams right here. 100 Thieves, Xset, Sentinels, Envy. See everyone in this lower round 3, lower final, grand final. These 4 teams make it through to this, right? And then this is the qualifier to Berlin. This right here. So these 4 teams right here that we just saw, they're right down here as well. These 4 teams already made it to this qualifier. Then they got to play through this qualifier, and then top 3 from here make it to Berlin. And then the other teams that are going to qualify here, because right now you can only see that it's 4. There's only 4 teams that are qualified. The other teams that are going to be qualifying is a tournament later. They're going to do the round of 128 again. They're going to do this qualifier into the next qualifier into the playoffs. The fuck? Already started? What the hell?
Because it
Where are
was
the
teams
comms?
previously who would dash in, plant, and dash out. This time it's Sick who has been sent on the kamikaze mission of trying to get it down and then get away. Full site control here in favor of Xset, but they have to understand that they've got to take the fight to Sentinels. They can't just let it go. Aaron drops. 10's going in aggressive as he tries to work his way around as it's just dropping down to a 2v2 Tef. Down to 10 health, second on the tap. You've got to fight out. You've got to work your way out of sight. You've got to stick the fight to them. As both teams are just blasting.
No way.
Zeki goes aggressive.
No way.
For 1. Looking for the second. 10's on it.
Oh my god. If he turned around, they win the round. That's crazy.
Big.
I mean, that is an amazing.
Which 3 teams do you think will make it to Berlin?
And I'm sure Sideshow love that. To focus on
Sentinels.
the tracers. They were all panicking to figure
I'm
out
hoping
who was
for 100
shooting from
Thieves.
where based on audio because of the Phantoms, because of the Spectres, and then had to commit. That became such an intense round for everybody. And at the end, a huge pickup coming in for the side of Sentinels. What a round there, and what intensity.
I don't know. I got to see the next qualifier. See who else makes it.
Now we start off again, round number 16. Let's see what these teams have for each other here. Sentinels trying to get that push back. Like I said, I feel like they very much could get the same string of rounds here coming into the
I really want T1 to make it, but man, they are struggling.
Control the econ.
Big Sag, Big Sag. They did all right. They did all right in the last tourney, but like,
down a long. See Dapper's dropped a cam. And it looks like they're gonna.
I just want to see them do good, man. My boy Ska. I just want to see him do good. I mean, he always plays great.
There is some
They're just a little off as a unit every time. It's hard, man, changing rosters and shit all the time. It sucks.
Aaron has pretty much locked down on top of Def. They also have the Cosmic Divide. This looks like it's gonna be a hit. Oh my gosh, it doesn't even get started. Never leaves the gates as BCJ already drops 1. With the Sheriff, that Chalk Dart's going to hurt as well. They're going to have to push it forward and deal with them as BCJ backs up.
No way.
Continues to buy time.
Oh my god, BCJ got one more. Holy shit. Oh my god, he spammed it through the smoke.
BCJ is a man possessed right now.
This is so unlucky for freaking Sentinels.
Speechless.
Holy shit.
Actually, what's happening right here? We are seeing. Okay, so let's focus on Shazam as he goes through. We'll get back to this because 3v1. Shazam working a little bit of magic here. They are in 1v1 positions. The next shot comes out. That's going to be the trade and fire. Contact made and Pure cleans it up. But let's be honest. The shots Tens is catching today are super unfortunate. But that's not to take any credit away from his friend.
Dude, I found out BCJ. I knew I remembered the name BCJ. He played Battalion.
From the Spectre around
oh my god.
Mid-wall. Like,
he played Battalion.
But Xset
I was having like a Battalion binge, right? And we were playing a lot. Me, TJ, Matt, Tyler. We were playing a bunch, scrimming, whatever. BCJ was playing as well. It was really good.
along with Dapper going.
That's where I remember the name from.
Shazam are buying full. You see Shazam
For
with
Battalion.
the rifle, just 1 point away from the Hunter's Fury. So if he can maybe get a kill going with that, invest the gun that way, bring that Hunter's Fury online a bit faster if at all possible. But you've already got the Trailblazer clearing out space. Tens with a great pick to open things up. Oh,
Oh, what an awkward ult.
I think it's going to tag anything up. Yeah, they've gotten onto A-Riv.
Very close, and a lot of confidence on this round for Xset. Just out there crouch spraying on these plays, thinking they're going to win the quick 1v1s. Tens.
They need this. Sentinels needs this. They need a nice flaw. Almost flawless.
Fourth. No, BCJ comes to clean that one up. Spectre now grabs himself a Phantom and just chucked right out of there. Shazam finds him with the bounce, and that's going to be another round for Sentinels. Not yet backs against the wall with a game point pressure, but they are keeping Xset off that here at 11 rounds for themselves. Sentinels now have 6 as they look for more.
And Tens his game plan that round was just aggression, right? Like full sends down a long, gets all the way up onto heaven, and then cuts off the rotation. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to see out of him, but it's going to take a bit more than that to claw your way back into this thing again. Xset with a pretty cozy lead here, as Xset are staring up this deficit. Fortunately for them, Xset are on pistols this time around. Def going in aggressive.
Jesus.
Shazam.
I don't know how he didn't get punished for that.
A Hunter's Fury didn't yet come out, so they can possibly use that for the post plant. And this Phoenix ultimate, run it back for the retake or take on the site here. Looks like he may try to use that through garage after getting tagged out. Pure drops the Phoenix, run it back before it happens.
Dude, you called it. He followed the drone. He got space on the site and was able to convert it onto a kill. Very well played from the fellas on the side of Xset. Additionally, you see Aaron is taking full C long control as Sentinels here. I mean, they still have an advantage as far as weaponry goes, so they're be able to make something happen.
Sucks.
Yeah, Pure's gonna get
that feeling when you have too many targets on your screen, and you just...
That's scary to see.
I don't know, it's just hard. You kind of end up in the middle sometimes when that happens.
A-B plant. Sam may not be able to make it out alive, but he gives a little shimmy. He keeps himself up with the Phantom, and now they find Def on the other side, as it's just going to be a defensive setup. Sentinels aren't playing any games here, if you follow me. And it looks like they're
no freaking way.
Says we're not finished just yet, Zoms.
This is an expensive round for Sentinels.
Big damage.
Yeah, but I mean, Def and Second just have Sheriffs, and now they don't have Second, and they don't have Def either. Dapper comes up big, hits both sides, cleans up the round. So 11-7 still in favor of Xset. And again, that wasn't that they didn't have a ton to work with there. For them to have gotten that down to a 2v2, and that feels pretty good.
I thought that pinch into the backside was going to catch him off, but easy peasy. The 1-2 kill for Dapper. The flank isn't going to stop him. 3 ultimates ready here for Sentinels. This looks great, and this is exactly
your brain tries to shoot them all at the same time. Yeah, it's weird. When you see multiple targets and you do something like that, like an updraft with knives, you don't know which one to pick. And you're trying to like, your brain goes into like overdrive, and then you end up whiffing usually.
They start to accumulate these ultimates and can kind of play the game a little bit more how they want. This focus makes me think they want to follow Sick here, and we'll see how close he gets before he activates ultimate.
He does have the spike too, so they've gotten short control. Xset's using a drone to understand there's no pressure mid, so you should have a pretty good idea of where the hit is. Pure's got a lot on his
Bro, he got
hands.
dinged.
The ult drops, but the Paranoid's going to follow. The Hunter Fury's going to come out as well.
Oh.
As Ten's blinded. Pure
No
good
way.
on
He got away with that. No freaking way.
Around the side, should have a decent spot.
No way, dude.
Comes out. Ten's no longer an
God.
option. Sick.
Pure just saved that round. If Xset is to win this round, it's because of Pure.
F all the way
he literally saved it
right now. Hearing the spike go down.
They have no util though.
Regain control
they have nothing.
Of all of this area. Wondering if someone's B. Do they go without him? Do they not?
On paper,
utility. It's only if
this is a Sentinels win, right?
And puts out a few. Waiting for that cooldown to come back on his charges.
Sick has no armor. Dapper's tagged up. Great curveball. Yep, you see Aaron immediately has to back up, but BCJ holds fast. They're going to swing out. Dapper's in a great spot. Dapper's in a great spot. You've got to check that. He's good for one shot, good for the other one as well. The 1v1 goes in.
I didn't know he had a star. He had his stars were.
Comes up big again, but is he going to get
that's one thing the overlay doesn't show. The overlay doesn't see these stars on the right-hand side here. It doesn't show if he has a star like charging or whatever. You know when your star's yellow and you just pulled it back? It didn't show that. So I thought he had no util. He actually had a smoke and he had a suck. So he had 2 stars left. I just didn't know. Is that worth putting in the spectator overlay? Putting the recharge on Astra? This right here? Is that worth it? Probably, right? Like, I had no idea he had those.
Curveball came out, and Sentinels dropping a few that they should definitely have.
Xset find themselves on map point, looking to get first blood in this best of 5 Series 10s. Has the Blade Storm. Zom should be able to flip the map as well.
I think it'd be a nice touch. Like, if they're just yellow, right? If they're just yellow, you know they're recharging. And then when they go white.
The question is, will the spike
oh, my God.
Oh, Pure's offline.
Beautiful, Sick.
Sick looking to get a second. Yep, that's going to open things up. You've also got, at this point, Shazam working his way through short. The rest of Sentinels will follow. Smokes are coming out. They have full control of A. Now the question is, how aggressively does Sick play this?
See, he looks like he's staying in. I love the switch here by Sentinels. You know, I was wrong. It was not the
yeah, I know it shows when it comes back, but it doesn't show when it's charging. That's my point.
And a lot of these rounds,
I know it shows when it comes back.
Have come into favor of Xset because Sentinels are.
But if you were to drop all of your stars and pull them at the same time.
This one, they just sneak in. They
that
take
sucks.
it. They go under the radar.
Oh my
and
God.
that's what throws Xset
That's how they
off.
lose
Now,
this map?
Xset being on fire, will they be able to retake now? As they're just picking them apart.
Unless Ace,
with another one,
clutch,
2v1,
1v3, he's going to win. He's going to win.
BCJ.
He's been tagged. He's got the he's got the ult. Sick.
There it is.
And my gosh, Sick clutches that round away to keep Haven alive. Sick just goes nuts.
Remember how he had an ultimate just a few rounds ago that got snuffed out? Well, he's got run it back again. Exactly what Sentinels need. If you needed an ultimate more than that, maybe Blade Storm or something, but Sick now
just such a throw. That 1v3, man. Come on.
If nothing happens, they have a get out of jail free card.
Very well played by Sick, but that guy Heaven, Aaron just threw that.
Start to control this.
What was he doing?
4 ultimates ready now on the side of Sentinels here as they start to string a few rounds together. 12
oh no.
8.
Oh, he's
again.
warmed up right now.
3.
He's feeling damn good. This second map, Sentinels is about to swing their
peepees.
peepees.
The face with confidence.
Dude had 2 bullets on the last gunfight of the previous round and then opens it up like that.
Regardless of what happens in this first map, Sentinels on this next map is literally going to cock out
in the world. A
for
flawless
Harambe.
round from Sentinels. Xset didn't have a ton to work with, right?
Sure.
It was just pistols, but that was still a beautiful sight to see.
Absolutely absurd. Still not letting any of those 3 frag him. Like, just boom, boom. You got hit maybe once there? Yeah. A quick shot from what I believe was a sheriff through the armor and then Zabadi. But that feels good. No ultimates needed on that round. Well, Tens did rip his out there, so you got that. But we'll see if Xset can fire back here. Sentinels may be taking a little bit slower with the ultimates ready on their side. Seekers there. If they can get Seekers out, Freedom becomes a bit easier.
The FPS on the stream has died.
So going to be Shazam with a drone up C long first to figure out that they're working with an Astra and Cypher at C. Big info.
Punish Fury has been used. Apparently it's going to come out as well as the dash comes through. Zoms, is he going to stick it? My gosh, Zoms stuck it. He's gotten onto the back of the site. He's going to get the spike down as well. No member of Xset has really made their way past Garage or from Defender Spawn.
Again, fast strat. Not setting up to let Xset figure out where they can pressure, where they can get audio cues. BCJ and
that ult is huge. That is so much info.
Out now, and these are the things they have to worry about.
No way!
My gosh!
Diaper!
Wow.
Save your teammate. No way he gets away with that.
Huge kills from him.
That sucks. That's a sad moment right there.
It's going to come out. The Neural Theft comes through as well, but Zoms stands alone, looking to make magic happen. One, spam through the smoke, and that's all it's going to be. BCJ is going to get the defuse.
Dude. Oh, that sucks. That sucks.